So we're only several months away from, or at least time-wise, we are basically about 4 months away from the release, assumedly, if on schedule, of the new G5 MLP movie. And everybody is looking forward to this to see exactly how it connects to G4, because pretty much that's what it's being promoted as being, being basically a connection, a continuation, if you will, but of its own accord, having some kind of connection, if you will, to G4, Friendship is Magic. But with that said, a lot of people, including Dr. Wolf, has been wondering a couple of things. One of the things that they've been wondering out of that is, are we going to end up having to binge the episodes? Now, I know I kind of talked about this before, but this is a question that obviously everybody wants to know. Are we going to be binging, if not the entire G5 series come 2022? And that is a good question. My honest answer, like I said before, is I think maybe, hopefully, we'll be at a moment when the series comes out that they might decide not to do that, that being Netflix. Now, they could go another route as well. Another route that they can go is the route that they'll be going for Masters of the Universe Revelation, and that is splitting the first season into two halves, because that's what they're doing with Masters of the Universe Revelation. They're splitting the first season into two parts. So it makes you wonder, will they do the same with My Little Pony Generation 5? Or I guess as some alternative titles are being thrown around, My Little Pony Ponytail or My Little Pony A New Adventure. We'll have to see. But if I was to make a guess on any possibility of the show not being in a binge-like environment, which I think Netflix, as I've mentioned before, and others have talked about it, is trying to get out of, at least trying to get out of with certain series. I would assume that they'll probably go the route that they're going to go with Masters of the Universe Revelation, and that's split the series into the first season, I should say, into two parts. That to me makes a lot more sense, because that way, if you're going to binge the episodes, then you only binge like the amount of episodes that are given to you, and then you'll have to wait till later on to get the next part of it when it's all said and done. Whether that's binging the first 13 episodes, binging maybe the first 6, then the next 6, then the next 6, and all that. I mean, they could basically split the first season, if it's a 26 episode season, into two parts. Or into, not two parts, but multiple parts, 4 parts. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. We shall see what they do based on the structure. Because sometimes they do wait a little bit before they really expand. I mean, basically, most of the time, episodes of series that they get, like right now with the War for Cybertron series or trilogy, they only do like 6 episodes a season. But they basically split the entire trilogy, which is basically one series overall, into 3 parts. So you have the first 6 episodes under the Siege chapter. You have 6 episodes under the Earthrise chapter, and then you're going to have potentially 6 or 7 episodes in the final chapter, Kingdom, and then altogether you're going to have, like, I would say, almost 20 episodes, 21 episodes, almost 20 episodes, I would assume. So, and here's the thing, War for Cybertron is a Hasbro property, so I would not be surprised if maybe they might do that with the new MLP series, split that into several parts for its entire first season, if you will. So we'll see what they do. But that is a good question, that Dr. Wolf and others, including myself, are wondering. will they split it? Will it be binged all at once, or will they split it into different parts? Like, will they do a Masters of the Universe Revelation scenario and just break it up into separate parts? We'll have to see. And then, of course, the other question they have, and Fluff Dragon actually brought this up, and I think even others have talked about it, and I've talked about it, of course, is the romance deal. Will we see romance in Generation 5? And this is a good question because, they're wanting to talk about all these different things. They want to be this, they want to be that. They want to, go this direction, go that direction, as being promoted and talked about. So it makes you wonder if perhaps that's what they're going to, if perhaps I should say, they might decide to go the romance direction as well. It makes you wonder. Because it kind of would make sense and work into that category of, exploring areas, talking about things, trying to be progressive, trying to be this, trying to be that. It makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder if they're going to, go that route. And it also makes you wonder when it comes to romance, if they will do what, Friendship is Magic did later on in its run, and that's finally establish, or at least imply in some cases, but establish LGBTQ. Will they have the character of Zip, I should say, fall for maybe Sunny? Who knows? Or will they have Pip fall for Sunny, and Zip falls for Hitch, or Pip falls for Hitch and Zip falls for Sunny, or does Izzy fall for Sunny? These are good questions. Or will Pip fall for? You get the idea. These are questions that if they decide to go the romance route, will they be willing to even take it to a direction, or take it in a direction that explores LGBTQ? Because there's a lot of series that have been doing that. Kibo did it, of course. I think some series currently on Disney Channel's kind of alluding to it, if not have done it. She-Ra, the new She-Ra, Princesses of Power, did it with, She-Ra and Catra, if you will. So it makes you wonder. But we'll have to, like I say a lot, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they do, but these are, good questions to wonder. Like, one, are we going to have to binge the entire series when it comes out? Or will they go the route maybe that they're doing with Masters of the Universe Revelation, or even the route they're doing with War for Cybertron? Who knows? And will romance be involved? And mostly, will LGBTQ romance be involved, if not, talked about and explored? Especially if they're going to go in these different directions and stuff. We'll have to see. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on these two questions being asked, if not three questions? Do you think we'll have to binge all the episodes at once if they get dropped at once? Or do you think they'll go the route they're doing with Masters of the Universe Revelation, or what they're doing with War for Cybertron? And do you think romance will be involved or addressed? And as well as this, do you think possibly LGBTQ romance could be addressed as well? Let me know what your thoughts are about it down below, as well as in the live chat during the premiere. And I will talk to you all later.